Today in this video, I am going to tell you 5 essential things every beginner nail tech must have, should have, and need to have. If you're thinking about being in a nail game and you're trying to get the right tools and situate yourself for success, then this is a video you need to watch today, because in this video, I'm going to tell you 5 essential items that every beginner nail tech, intermediate nail tech, and successful nail tech should have. All right, so no more long talking. Let's get into the video right now. Let's go. The first essential item that every nail tech must have. These are must-have items, cannot do without. You could do without a lot of things in nails, but you cannot do without your nail brush. All right, you cannot do without your nail brush. And when I say nail brush, I'm not talking about synthetic fiber nail brush. All right, because Amazon have a lot of synthetic fiber nail brush. I am talking about a Acrylic natural fiber nail brush. All right, so as you can see, I have 3 of them in my hands. Now, they might look scraggly, but the reason why they are scraggly is because they have done their time. This one I had for 6 years, very scraggly. This one I had for 2 years. This one I had for 4.5 years, and at the time, you can see how pretty it was. Now, I'm not in the mood to be prettying up my nail brush, because I just don't have time for that at these moments in my life. All right, the brush worked just fine. If you want to decorate your brush, you can. All right, but the reason why the nail brush is so important is because without the nail brush, you cannot lay your acrylic. All right, so in order for you to do nails, even if you are doing gel nails, you are still going to need a brush. But right now we are talking about the acrylic nail brush. Now, let me roll up my sleeves to this. All right, so now the acrylic nail brush. All right, beginners, when you go to the nail supply store, or if you're on Amazon looking for a brush, what you should be looking for is something that says Acrylic. It starts with a K. I don't know how to spell it right now. All right, I might put it somewhere up here. Okay, you need a Acrylic fiber. The reason why I'm saying this to you, this is very, very important. All right, Acrylic, don't forget. Now, the reason why I'm saying this to you is because there are brushes out there that look like these brushes, but they are synthetic fibers. All right, synthetic fiber means that it's made from plastic or some other kind of material that's not natural. All right, so I'm going to give you an example why I'm saying go with the Acrylic brush. All right, Acrylic bristle brush. Okay, if you put acrylic on nails, right, this is what happens. Sometimes the acrylic can lift off the nail bed, but do you notice that the acrylic never lifts off the nail tip? Do you know why this is happening? I'm going to tell you why this is happening. Because the plastic that the nail tip is made from, the polymers that's in there, it attracts very well with the acrylic. All right, those chemicals, they work good together. Now, I'm not a scientist and I'm not going to get into details, but they work very good together. All right, the nail bed, this is a part of your body. Okay, this is natural. This has a lot of protein and oils on your nail bed. So that's why sometimes you have lifting, and that's the reason why you have to prime dehydrate to take away those oils. All right, so let me get to the point quick as I possibly can. What I am saying to you here is these synthetic bristles, right, they're going to stick to the acrylic polymer. So you are going to have a lot of acrylic stuck in your brush bristle. And when that happens, you are not going to be having no nail brush for 4 years. You will not have no nail brush for 2 years. What will happen is you will have a nail brush for 1 day. And no matter how much acetone or remover substance you put it in, the acrylic will be stuck in your brush and you will have to buy another brush. All right, sometimes how you could know these are synthetic fibers, because they'll give you a deal. Sometimes you'll get 6 brushes for the price of 1, and they might look like this and they might be big, and you might think that, oh, I'm getting a good deal. You're not getting a good deal. All right, you're not. What it is, some of those brushes are synthetic fibers. All right, so it's essential for you to get a nail brush that is Kolinsky fiber. Even a cleanup brush, even something small like a nail cleanup brush where you go around the cuticles, try to get Kolinsky fiber. Second to that would be sable brushes. All right, now I don't know too much about sable brushes, never really used them, but it's a second option. Okay, but what I know about and what I've been using it for years, they have never failed me, and this is the proof, because I still have these brushes, right? And what I do, I don't throw them away, I just buy more, because it's always good to have more than one brush. All right, so the essential thing that you need, beginner nail tech, is a Kolinsky nail brush. You need natural fibers. You don't need no synthetic to be sticking to your brush, all right, and causing you stress. All right, so there you go, I just saved you. All right, so let's move on to the second essential item. The second essential item is easy. It's a nail drill. Now, a lot of you are talented and you don't need a nail drill. You could use a nail file, right? But we're using nail drills, okay? This is not back in the days, and nobody have time for that. Now, if you want to use your hand file to buff over, you know, just to smooth up, to make it nice and buffer down, then you can do that. But you need a good nail drill, and it has to be 30,000 RPMs, all right? 30,000 RPMs, and you want to make sure when you buy your nail drill, you hold up your nail drill, the hand piece, you want to make sure when you turn it on, it's not wobbling all over the place. If it's wobbling all over the place, then you do not have a good drill. All right, it needs to be steady. All right, and it does not need to be crazy loud. Okay, so the price range for a good drill will run you anywhere from $50 to $100. Anything under that, you might get wobbling. All right, so don't be afraid to spend the money on your nail drill, and definitely your Kolinsky brush. All right, don't be cheap on those two things. All right, so now let's get into the third essential item. The third essential item is a cone bit. A lot of nail techs don't use a cone bit. The reason why, they weren't trained to use a cone bit. But once you get in the real world and you're out of nail school, you realize how important this is if they didn't teach you how to use this at school. So I'm going to show you what a cone bit looks like. Now, they have several of these, right? The whole point is to get something really small with a point. All right, it's a cone bit, or you could say maybe a cuticle bit. All right, a lot of times we'll have barrel bits. Right, or carbide bits, right? That's good to have, but you need a cone bit. You need to go up in those cuticles, and you need to separate the acrylic from the skin. Now, a lot of times when you're new at nails, you tend to put the acrylic too close to the cuticles, and you will have lifting. All right, so to avoid that, you want to get a tool like this to go in there and separate the acrylic from the cuticle, so you have no lifting. All right, and so this is definitely essential. Not all nail techs use this, but when you're a beginner, you need this. I still use it to this day. I'm comfortable, I'm happy with it, and it lets the nails stay on for 2 weeks or more. All right, so this is something you need to consider, look into. A matter of fact, just buy it. All right, this is it. Now, it doesn't have to look like this, but as long as it's small and it's pointy and can go in the cuticle, then you're in good standing. Then it is an essential item for you to have. Now, the fourth item, this is very, very essential. When I just started nails, I used to skip this step. I never used to dehydrate, but I dehydrate all the time now. You have to dehydrate because your nail bed have lots of oils, and you have to get rid of those oils or you will have lifting. All right, so if you notice when we're doing nails, we rough up the nail bed and it looks kind of chalky. The reason why we do that, we're trying to get rid of the oils. All right, sometimes roughing up the nail bed alone is not going to get the nails dry. Okay, so you want to go in with a dehydrator before you put your primer on. All right, so do not skip this step. Get you a dehydrator. A dehydrator is very, very essential to nails. All right, so that is the fourth thing, a dehydrator. Now, I'm not going to list brands. You have to figure out what brand works for you, or I'm gonna put that in another video. But for this video, it's a dehydrator. Must have, very essential. Beginner nail tech, intermediate nail tech, and successful nail techs are using it. So you need to get on the train. Now the fifth and final one, I'm not going to stay long, I'm going to wrap this video up, is clear acrylic. Clear acrylic goes on everything. Even when I'm using colored acrylic, sometimes is not strong. If you've been in the game long enough and you use colored acrylic, you know what I'm talking about, right? Sometimes the colored acrylic will have lifting, so you always need to go in with a clear acrylic first. After you prep, you go with a clear acrylic as base, and then you put the color on top, and then sometimes you can seal the color with the clear on top, so it's like a sandwich. Clear acrylic on the bottom, colored acrylic in the middle, clear acrylic on the top. All right, that's how I do all my sets, and they've lasted for 2 weeks. All right, sometimes longer. It depends on how aggressive the customer is with their nails. All right, so, and then again, everybody's nail bed is different, but clear acrylic is a must. You use it for so many things. You use it to put on 3D nails, you use it to put on glitter nails, you use it for encapsulation. I run out of clear acrylics all the time. All right, so if you're doing nails and in the nail field, you know how important and essential it is to get clear acrylic. Clear acrylic I'm currently using is Mia Secrets, and the reason why I'm using Mia Secrets because I like that big jar. It's inexpensive and it's very, very good. This is what it looks like, and I buy this big jar, and if I open it and show you, I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but it's like a quarter of the way right now. It's like here. All right, so this I use all the time. So for beginner nail tech, these are essential must-have that should be on your list of things to get if you're going to start nails. Intermediate, you guys already know this because you're probably using your colored acrylic right now. Now, if I left out anything of this essential list and you want me to create another video, leave it in the comments below. All right, so thank you for watching The Business of Nails, Jules Nails by Gal Jules Nails, and all the other things. Like and subscribe and watch my other videos. Thank you. Bye bye.